Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First down at the 20. And this is dropped. Keep an eye on Torrey Smith, the longtime Raven, now in a 49er uniform. He had many good years out in Baltimore, Phil.
He did. Torrey Smith had Joe Flacco throw it to him. Who can throw it a long way, and he's going to find out Colin Kaepernick can make those same type of throws, so he's going to fit in perfectly with this offense.
Second down and 10. Anquan Bolden with the catch.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them all shifting to the right.
Has the grab. Gains 18.
Nice catch that time by the receiver on the slant route. Quarterback puts it right on target.
First down at the 50. He's wide open for the grab. He's in the clear, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about this get? A wide open receiver down the field. The quarterback, good job of finding. He throws it down there, and he gets the easy touchdown.
The 49ers now with the extra point to tie the game. Flag is out. Over-aggressive, trying to block the kick, and that'll cost him big time. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. First down at the 20. Austin's. No one's going to get him now. The 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
Ellington's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The 49ers ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
The 49ers take it from the 28. Kaepernick's unable to connect that time. One of the most active players on the field today, we expect, will be linebacker James Laurinaitis.
Well, today will be nothing different from what we see every single week from Laurinaitis. He just is active, can make plays, and very smart.
This will be second down. Colin Kaepernick will be taking this one from the gun.
The defensive line is now all spreading out. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. It's way too early in a game like this, in this situation, to take a chance. Want to draw, throw a screen, maybe just a straight-ahead run, but don't turn over the football.
The 49ers step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. McDonald's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. First down following the long play. And that's a gain of 9. After running it, it's second down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Intercepted!
On his way.
The 30, the 20, the 10, going to take it home for the touchdown.
What a catch, what an interception, and not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot, that gets close to making them quit.
The point after try is in the books. The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Ward's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The 49ers take it from the 28. Long with the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Kaepernick's off the mark there, incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Looking to go deep. The 49ers will punt the football away. No chance to return this one as that punt is headed to the sidelines. What a place to start for the offense. It's a two tight end formation. It's intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception. Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
And a flag is down. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense.
When you see linebackers shifting around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback. Hyde's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The 49ers from the 22. And intercepted. McDonald's going to make the tackle.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Rams will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done. Well, this early in the game, to watch the opposing offense march down the field and get inside the 20, this keeps the defense, they might be shaking a little, but if they stop them here to a field goal try or worse, that'll get their confidence back.
And they score again here to pad the lead.
Well, we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
And the point after is good. The Rams are ready to kick it away. And Ward's got it. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The 49ers just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient and get the job done.
Intercepted. Keeps his legs moving.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Rams offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback.
He gets into the end zone, capping off the long run. Almost through a quarter in this.
She just jumped inside, stuck it to my chest and told me to drive. I was scared, but she was beautiful, like a movie. She kept looking back like something was coming. Said we ain't slowing down, ain't stopping for nothing. My truck was shaking, my blood was pumping, but she was laughing. I about hit the brakes.
Panthers, Rams, coming up on EA Sports as we welcome you to St. Louis, Missouri for today's game. Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
Austin's tackled down at the 22. First down at the 22. Gurley's got it on the toss.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The Rams break huddle and show a jumbo look. They'll run it off the toss. Space to work.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
First down here after the run. Let's see how they back up the big play here. And now here's the toss. You look at that offense and you see the running back Todd Gurley, the first running back chosen in 2015. He is a dynamic talent.
Sometimes you got to take a chance to get greatness, and that's what Jeff Fisher and the St. Louis Rams did in the draft. They took a gamble on a hurt running back, and if it works, oh my gosh, it's going to change their team completely.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. And when it comes to the defense, the buck stops here. Jared Allen, always a force.
Yeah, it sure does. The big old cowboy can get it done. He knows how to pressure the quarterback and get him to the ground.
The Rams have it at the 44. Austin's got it. A foot race to the end zone. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And the early momentum in their favor as that touchdown puts them in front here in the first.
Oh, I love that word, momentum. The big Mo, and Big Mo is on their side. That is a great thing to have and a good feeling as a football team.
Inside of the uprights. This is Whitaker running it out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Panthers from the 22. Stewart's handed the football. McDonald's there to make the stop.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. First down at the 33. Another carry here. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
And it's knocked down. On that defensive line, a player to watch is Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald showed everybody he was a high pick in the draft, and he deserved to be one because he had an outstanding rookie year.
The Panthers approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package. Got a big lane. Still not taken down. And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. Stewart's in the backfield. Single back set. First down and 10. Running room.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First and 10. Toss to the outside. Outside and just nothing there as Ogletree is a massive presence and makes the tackle. The line of scrimmage is the 17.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
Gains 17.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone. But there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
First down coming up.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Quinn's the one who made the big stop.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Second and goal from the 2. Touchdown, Panthers. And that touchdown, Phil, here late in the first ties the game.
Yeah, it ties it up, and it gets them out of a little hole, and, of course, it gives the offense a lot of confidence. And on the defensive side, they have struggled early, but maybe they can start to pick things up.
The Panthers getting set to kick it away. Austin will test the coverage. And Austin is brought down. And a run back of about 19. The Rams coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Austin has the catch. Second and 12. Looking across the middle. Cook's got it. First down. Davis, the receiver, on the screen. And Kuechly in on the tackle. Second down and 7. Has Austin. Austin's marked down after a gain of 4. Third and 4 coming up following that completion. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Hurley's got it on the screen. 1 quarter in the books, and the defense continues to shine.
Yeah, awesome first quarter for both defenses. I like what they're doing on their sides. They're taking some chances. Both coordinators had good game plans, and we can see they're working so far in this game.
And it's batted down.
The Rams go for it on 4th down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Panthers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Running room. What a run by Stewart.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries. Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Panthers in for the score. Stewart's second touchdown of the game. The Panthers for the extra point. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers getting ready to kick it away. Austin's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Rams offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on fourth down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, you'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
The Rams have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Austin's been a menace out there in the secondary with huge first-half totals.
He does have a lot of talent. That's why they try to get the football to him. But the play design by the offensive coordinator, outstanding. That's why we're seeing such a big game from the wide receiver.
They're going to run it on the toss. Hurley's taken down at the 26. First down at the 26. Outside now on the toss. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. And it didn't take long for them to get this game right back to even here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a nice drive on the offensive side. That makes you feel good, and you just to execute so many plays and find a way to get down there and score a touchdown.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Whitaker on the return. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last two possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
First down at the 32. Cotchery is there to catch him. Going to take it the distance. The 10. They bring him to the turf. That's his first reception today.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
If you go to an NFL practice, they spend about 40% of their time practicing plays going in to score. And that's why they made it look so easy here. Nice throw by the quarterback on first and goal.
The Panthers now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Rams are ready to return the kick. Austin will test the coverage. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Well, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
The Rams lineup been a tight first half. The score's 21-14. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 26. Kenny Britt with the reception. So they complete one, and still it's second down. Keenum's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. They better hurry to get the snap. Hurley's ready to run off the screen.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 3 on the play. The Rams take it from the 28. And it's going to be dropped for the sack. And they're going to be punting after a short series. The Rams will set up. The 36 is the first down line. Throw it over the middle. The Rams turn the ball over on downs.
The Rams that time go for it on fourth down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
Hey, the offense has a chance to do something with this drive.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. Oh, shifting to the right. Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Stewart's out there to receive the screen pass. Now looking at third down. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. It'll be third down. The Panthers need to get to the 11 to pick up a first down. Screen. Reaches out and grabs it. Gains 19.
Jim, years ago, you never would have seen a screen pass on third down. But offenses are so varied now. You see it more and more. That was nice execution on that play, and it picked up a first down. Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible. When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
And Laurinaitis all over that offense and brings him down.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Third and goal from the 9. Jonathan Stewart with the catch.
I think the big decision is now, Jim, do you kick the football, take the 3 points, or do you go for it on fourth down? To me, you kick the football and get 3 points on the board.
Touchdown, Carolina Panthers. Stewart's got his third touchdown of the game.
That time on fourth and goal, the offense goes for it. The defense is all excited. They want to try to stop them, and they make bad mistakes and give up the touchdown.
1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away. The Panthers in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. They won't recover the onside kick. The hands team does his job. The Rams back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And
he's in the clear. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. A touchdown right before halftime, and Phil, perhaps that momentum will carry over to the second half.
Shoot, it changed everything, didn't it? I mean, look at them. They're excited, and just how you and I are looking at the game is going to change, or has changed quite a bit. What a job finding a way to get a touchdown and get this game close. So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
The Rams preparing for the onside kick. That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Panthers' offense is doing everything asked of them. It's just their defense somehow is coming up short here today. Phil's got to be frustrating for this offense.
Yeah, well, maybe it is a little bit, Jim. You know, they're having great success, so don't worry about what your defense is doing. Just control what you can control, and that's go out there, try to execute the plays, and find a way to score more points.
Stewart lined up in the backfield.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Newton's wind takes down the quarterback.
Not a good job by the quarterback that time. Inside of 2 minutes in the first half, you got to get rid of the football. If nobody's open, just throw it away. That time, he loses yards by taking the sack. Well, even though it's late in the first half, I think this is a good job by the coach. Going to the hurry-up offense. Going to see if they can make a few plays and get down there and get some points.
We'll switch sides and take a break as the first half comes to a close here at the gateway to the west. St. Louis back for the third quarter in just a few moments. The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. With this kick, the second half is underway. Whitaker on the return. So that generous kick return sets up the offense now in good position. The Panthers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. The Panthers will take the snap from the 40. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Second down after the incompletion. Stewart is in the backfield. And it's swatted away.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
It's third down coming up.
Cam Newton will take the snap out of the gun. He'll take the snap from the gun. Olsen's going to pull in the boat. No one's going to get him now. The 10. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. They're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and goal from the 3. Johnson's the one who brings him to the ground.
Well, when you get a defense that's over pursuing and just chasing whoever has the football, you like to run these quarterback keepers, but this defense, fast, able to react. They see the keep that time by the quarterback, and they tackle him for no gain. The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Stepping up to the line at the 5. Third and goal from the 5. Catch made. Touchdown, Panthers. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
The Rams are ready to return the kick. Bailey's running this one out. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Rams offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
First down at the 18. He was looking for Austin, but this pass goes incomplete. Second and 10 coming up.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Gun!
Almost intercepted that time.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense, to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Third down and 10.
Incomplete, and this is going to be a 3 and out.
Cooks really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake. Up in the air and comes down with the catch.
If you're a coach and you put the football in the hands of your punter, you have to be sweating some bullets over there on the sideline, and now you feel relieved because it worked for your offense.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Diving grab will give him the catch. On his way, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
If I was a quarterback, I would be looking at this receiver too. He has been getting open all day long, and how about that? Another touchdown catch. What a terrific day.
The Rams now lining up for the onside kick.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. You try the onside kick, and you've got to make sure, first off, that the ball travels 10 yards. That's a penalty.
Hey, you know what you say to the kicker here in this situation if you're the coach? You count to 10. That's how far it's got to go, son. Get the ball 10 yards.
The Panthers come out. Jumbo package on the field. The Panthers will take the snap from the 35. Aaron Donald with the sack.
Well, you expect defensive ends to get sacks because they come around the outside. But when you get pressure from the inside and the defensive tackle gets a sack, that's just an added bonus.
The corners step back.
The Panthers snap it at the 41.
James Laurinaitis brings him down.
Well, it's do or die right now, and you've got to go ahead and make the call to give your offense a chance to get this first down. And I know this team, they have a lot at their disposal. I think there's a play in there that's going to give them a good chance.
Now the offense in their hurry-up.
The Panthers take it from the 38. Newton's running away from the pressure.
There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Slashes to the left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Stewart's just scored his 4th touchdown of the day.
Two-point conversion. People love to go for 2 in this game, don't they?
Well, they do. And you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
And now Austin. And Austin is brought down.
And a run back of about 15.
Two tight ends on the field here.
First down at the 17. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Great starting field position for the offense. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
First down at the 32. Toss to the outside.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Second down here.
Toss to the outside. And it's Ogletree there to meet him.
No huddle time.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run over there.
And the target, Ted Ginn.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
First down at the 18. And this is behind the line of scrimmage. Barely this time on the stop. Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. Takes the knee.
away, third down. Welcome back to this shootout. This is third down. Newton's lined up, two tight ends set.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
The final quarter underway now with this snap. And in for the touchdown. Early in the fourth, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Boy, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the two-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
Austin's going to test the coverage this time. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. A shaky decision by the returner, and he is unable to get his team out of a jam. Better be careful here. Terrible starting field position here for the offense. An extra tight end on the field for this one. And it's knocked down. In a dangerous spot here. Backs to the end zone. Stepping up to the line at the 6. 2nd and 10. Flip to the outside. Coleman's in on the tackle.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
The Rams from the 22. Here's the quick toss. Still on his feet. Gurley's brought down after picking up 6 on this play. Wasting no time now for this next play. 2nd down, 3 to go. And here's the toss. Shrugs off the first hit.
Well, Jim, that's a tough play call right there. Running the football when you're down multiple scores here late in the game. You only pick up a couple yards. I don't think you can afford to make those kind of decisions.
Third down and 2. Tavon Austin the target. A foot race to the end zone. The 20. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
What a day for the quarterback. Man, he must feel great. He is going to sleep good tonight. When you're throwing the ball like this, he is on fire. Every time they're open, he's throwing it in there for a touchdown.
The Rams now, no doubt, will onside kick it. And the hands team does his job as the onside kick attempt is thwarted. Barrels ahead. Welker's in on the tackle. And a run back of about 8. The Panthers now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field.
The football sits at the 40.
Stewart lined up as the single back. Jonathan Stewart with the football. Stewart's tackled down at the 36.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
3rd and 6 coming up. Trying to trick them here with the Wildcat formation.
The Panthers snap it at the 36. An open lane.
Another 3rd down conversion. The offense continues to come through in the clutch.
Well, Jim, it's not dead yet. The Wildcat still is being played a little bit around the league. That time, nice job by the Wildcat quarterback. He sees the defensive end coming at him, so he hands it off, and he gets a nice gain.
1st down at the 22. Will go ground. That's Laurinaitis surging in to make the tackle.
The Panthers offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line. Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
2nd and 11. Takes it on the draw. Double tight end formation. On the money. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that's playing it pretty safe, throwing that short pass on 3rd and long. I thought he had a chance to throw it down the field. He just couldn't pull the trigger and let it go.
The coach is going to go for it. They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages. Kacheries, Carolina in the end zone, touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas, and even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
Stewart's the receiver on the screen. So, put down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said. It got that 2 points.
The Rams are ready to return the kick.
Austin's got it on the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. Curly's lined up in a single back formation. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Rams from the 27. The catch is made by Tavon Austin. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Now 1st and 10.
Austin has the catch. 9th catch today so far.
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. 1st down at the 21.
Looking middle that time. And it's incomplete.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
2nd down and 10.
Keenum's on the move. And there's a drop.
Keenum's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Britt with the catch.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Rams are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. That's dropped by Cook, who couldn't bring it in.
Really good job by the defense at times stopping a 2-point conversion. Because they do so many different things on the offensive side now in the NFL, I think when the 2-point conversion comes up on defense, attack the offense.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. Whitaker on the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Panthers have it at the 24. Comes down with, no, the defender tips it out.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
And it's caught by Stewart. 3rd down on the way. Going to the hurry-up. Under a minute to go here. Holding on to the timeout. They'll rush back to the line. Ginn has the reception. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
How about that? We just saw the fly route straight down the field by the receiver. Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Rams offense comes back onto the field, and there's nothing they can do to pull out victory here. Just a snap or two, and then it's on to the locker room to explain this loss, Bill.
Yeah, listen, today was not their day. The other team was just better. Give some credit to the defense, but the offense was not sharp, and I don't think the game plan coming into today's game was the one they needed to try and run.
2nd and 10 coming up. A ton of defensive backs out here for this play. The Rams have it at the 24. Could have been intercepted. The Panthers call a timeout and are left now with only one. 3rd and long, a big spot here as they trail late. This will be the final snap. 3rd and 10. Keenum's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under.
incomplete.
What a shootout it was, and what a great way to finish off the game with a victory like that.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to figure out if it's a shootout or just a lot of really awful defense, but a lot of scoring, pretty exciting, and a good victory for the team.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.
Yeah.